Testing. There we are. The farmer had been working in his barn. And as he was working, he had to keep track of his time because he had lots of work to do, and he would often check the time on his watch. And one time when he went to look at the time, his watch was missing. He's like, it was here. It was on my wrist. I've been working hard, and now my watch is missing. Oh, but it was such a special watch. It just wasn't any watch from Walmart. It was special. It probably come from his daddy, and he wanted to find that watch, and he looked, and he couldn't find it, and he looked. And he was feeling more sad every moment, especially in contrast with the laughter of the children he could hear playing outside. So he walked out the barn door, and the children looked up at his sad face, and what's wrong? I lost my watch. Well, we can help you find it. So the whole group of children rushed inside the barn to look for his watch. And they looked, and they looked. And they carefully each divided up the barn and took different areas, and after looking a long time, nobody could find it. I guess I won't find it. The poor farmer was feeling more sad. The children left to go home. But one little boy turned and came running back. He said, Farmer, may I go look one more time? I guess I can wait a little longer. I guess. I thought, it's hopeless. All the children have looked. I've looked. What is looking one more time going to do? But the little boy pled, please let me. And so he went back inside the barn all by himself. The time went by and the farmer was waiting outside when the little boy came walking out through the barn doors after about a half an hour. Look, he said, I found it. I found your watch. The farmer looked at him so puzzled, like, how could you find my watch when everyone else had looked so carefully? He said, I didn't do anything. The farmer shook his head. You must have done something. No, I didn't do anything. I just sat quietly and listened. And I went to a different place in the barn, and I sat quietly and listened until I heard the watch. Do we sit quietly? Do we listen to the Holy Spirit? Do we linger long enough to hear his voice telling us which way to go? Whether it should be this way or that way. And some of you heard last week some very interesting and surprising news that we are moving far away. And I tell you, it's about as surprising to us as it is to you. But I want to tell you that sometime we'll have to tell you all the whole story, because there have been lots of little the Holy Spirit telling us this way, do this, do that. And he's been telling us in so many ways that there's no way we can doubt, but that the Lord is teaching us and he is leading us. And so I want each one of you to remember how important it is to listen to the Holy Spirit, to be still and know that he is God. God will teach you, he will lead you, and he has a very special plan for each one of your futures. Okay, remember, listen. You can go back to your seats.